If you haven't watched it yet, go check out part 1 first before clicking onto this video. So without further ado, let's move on to the torso. Defective Goldbergs. This entry refers to how all the die-cast Goldbergs had very defective plastic in their bearings. If you were to apply a little bit of pressure onto the wheels, they will most likely break off. So don't tear them up, for goodness sakes. Mad Scientist 2020 Lee O'Donnell. This entry is just an obscure reference made by Stephen Colbert as he joked shortly after Mad Scientist performed his first front flip. Beware of the Junkyard Dog. Beware of the Junkyard Dog was a planned truck for 2004 or 2005. However, it was scrapped for unknown reasons. However, in 2016, this concept would be used to create Monster Mutt Junkyard Dog. Lost World Finals 1 Freestyles. We are now taking a deep dive into Monster Jam Lost Media. At World Finals 1, it was available on pay-per-view in 2000. However, it was shown a day after the event. However, what they didn't know was that there were 3 freestyles in particular that were not shown neither on pay-per-view, rebroadcasts, or on DVD. These lists include Prowler, as you see right here, WCW Nitro Machine, and Reptoid. Prowler, as you can see right here, appears to have been stuck. However, some footage has been recovered from this, and I'm going to show you that right now. So as you can see right there, it appears as though he could have potentially gotten stuck. Now, he did score a 20-ish or something like that, I don't remember. I think a 19 perhaps, which is extremely generous because these are mostly fan judges, so you know it must have been very bad. The second cut freestyle, if you can even call it that, was from Jim Jack and Reptoid. He went down Thunder Alley, blew an engine, and then he broke down before he even hit the first obstacle. However, he was awarded 4 points, so I guess you could technically consider that a freestyle. This was considered lost media for a while. However, in 2018, during the broadcast of World Finals 2, in the pre-show, they actually showed footage, although sped up, of the incident here. Let's check it out. This was especially heartbreaking considering this was Reptoid's only stint into the World Finals, similar with Prowler, and as we're going to see right now, WCW Nitro Machine. While Prowler and Reptoid did have some freestyle, albeit with no context, Nitro Machine has no video of it whatsoever. It is considered lost media. But judging by the damage afterwards, it must have been one heck of a ride for Chucky Pauken. Brutus Origin. Before being the wild dog of Team Scream, Brutus was actually based on the character Brutus from the William Shakespeare novel Julius Caesar, as you can see on the hood. The Roman character known for assassinating Roman figure Julius Caesar. Crash and Smash. Crash and Smash is probably the most forgotten about series from Hot Wheels Monster Jam. It only ran for 2 years, from 2003 until 2004. But they're still pretty cool, especially considering the weird scenarios these trucks must have been through. Bounty Hunter World Final 16 theme glitch. During Bounty Hunter's freestyle at World Final 16, Down with the Sickness started playing. However, this was not his normal theme. His normal theme is Cowboys from Hell. However, during Down with the Sickness playing, Cowboys of Hell started kicking in, so therefore they kind of mixed within each other, and it sounded absolutely awful. Biffy, or Bifi, whatever you want. Biffy, or Bifi, I don't even know how it's pronounced, was only a truck that briefly appeared only once in Brussels in 2008. I don't even want to make a comment of what that Biffy or Bifi looks like. Superman in 2017. A year before there were rumors that Spiderman would return to Monster Jam, Superman made a one-off appearance in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia in 2017. The reasons why he was in this field will be discussed later on, so stay tuned. Broker Freestyle Pontiac 2006. At the final event in Pontiac in 2006, the Broker was a part of the field. However, his freestyle was not shown, possibly because of how bad he did. He scored a 12 out of possibly 30. There was another cut freestyle of this. However, this one was for good reason. Driver Gary Wiggins of Stonecrusher did a big, enormous sky wheelie, however, landed on the back so hard that he broke his back and required medical assistance. But the good news is, he survived. Neither of these wrecks were shown, however, Stonecrushers can be viewed on YouTube. Stonecrusher? More like Bone Crusher, am I right?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Now with the third layer done, let's move to the underbelly. HeMan. HeMan, Masters of the Universe, or just HeMan, was a planned truck for 2003 or 2004. However, it was never made, probably due to copyright reasons. However, they did make a die-cast version of it in 2003. Captain's Curse Crash was shown. No, I am not talking about the myriad of videos on YouTube of World Finals 10 crash from Captain's Curse. No, they actually showed it on broadcast in Europe, although many of it has considered it lost media, but it does pop up from time to time. Holiday Hauler Prototype. During the holidays in 2011, there were Target exclusive trucks with a gift wrapped. However, it was supposed to be like a mystery type, and one of the mystery types was an exclusive truck called Holiday Hauler, although it's not said on the truck. But the more interesting part about this is the original prototype, which includes a Christmas tree in the back. Now, of course, Monster OCD owns this, and so does Brian Z. Patton. However, these are prototypes, so don't expect to be seeing a tree under the back of the truck. Alien Invasion Fire. As you can see in this very blurry picture, there was going to be an Alien Invasion Fire, however, it was eventually changed to an ice truck. I don't know why, probably to keep up with the theme, I guess. I mean, it'd be kind of weird to see a fire alien invasion. Spitfire Monster Truck Lawsuit. At World Finals 9, there was actually an encore of 2 debut trucks, Backwards Bob and, of course, Spitfire. Spitfire was meant to be a real truck, however, an unknown third party sued Feld for copyright reasons because apparently Spitfire was already taken. So eventually they decided to change it to Spitfire Monster Truck, as you saw in Monster Jam Urban Assault. However, they eventually changed it altogether to Dragon's Breath, and eventually Dragon. World Finals 9 Encore was never shown on DVD, nor on the broadcast anywhere. However, it has been recovered on YouTube, thank goodness. Encore Zombies. So in World Finals 16, there was an encore featuring multiple different types of zombies. However, you couldn't tell because it was almost impossible to see. However, these trucks were meant to be driven in 2016 as their own separate trucks. However, it would also be the last year they'd have like different bodies. So as you can see here, the yellow one, I think you already know how I feel about the yellow girl zombie. But the red one, though, is supposed to represent a burnt victim, which is a little gory when you think about it, which was meant to drive actually in Mexico by Caleb Blood. Now the most mysterious one here is the green zombie. No actual good photos of it exist. However, as you see in their render, it's probably the goriest, most gruesome one you could see of the 4 here. And the last one's a bone zombie, which did drive very, very, very briefly by Barry Misawa in 2016 and 2017. However, these trucks were never remade, but it's nice to see them getting a lot of love from Spin Master this year, so that's a good thing. Gravedigger 2 Restoration. In 2016, Adam Anderson decided to restore the second ever Gravedigger using modern parts. I kind of just threw this in because no one really knew that. Everyone knows about the first Gravedigger restoration, the red pickup one. However, Gravedigger number 3, the Grandma Gravedigger, still rusts in pieces, sadly. Jurassic Attack Blackout. In 2016, despite there only being 2 Blackout trucks, there was a third one planned, Jurassic Attack. However, this looks really, really cool. Unfortunately, it was cancelled for unknown reasons. Gravedigger 25.5. Gravedigger 25.5 is a very special Gravedigger in the fact that this was on a black chassis as opposed to the normal green chassis. And it was driven by Paul Cohen only once at Lexington in 2012. Saudi Arabia 2017 censorship. So this event was the reason why Superman made a one-off appearance in 2017. To Monster Jam's first ever appearance in Saudi Arabia, they made a lot of changes, however, due to religious reasons. For example, the aforementioned Superman, but the more common things are the more crazier ones. Black El Toro Loco made a one-off appearance at Saudi Arabia, along with Purple Mohawk Warrior. This was the only event it was in, as well as a special Team Hot Wheels Firestorm that's missing the skull on the top. However, there's very few images of this. Also, Red Max D made his last appearance in Monster Jam, only at Saudi Arabia, even though they let him run, but not Gravedigger. It's funny. They got rid of Gravedigger for religious reasons, but allow a truck called Maximum Destruction.
Ironic.
But the most infamous change came with Blue Thunder. They removed the lightning from Blue Thunder, so now it's just blue. Even though thunder is not lightning. Thunder comes after lightning strikes. Now the other trucks still remain the same, like Monster Mutt Dalmatian and Dragon. However, Monster Mutt Dalmatian was driven by Chad Tingler because there were no females allowed to drive in Saudi Arabia. What a cruel world we live in. And with that, that concludes part number 2. Now we are halfway through the Iceberg, but there is still a lot more that lingers below. Check in for part 3 as we go more in depth into the bottom of the iceberg.